I don't know what's early. So I gotta sit and I have to wait until either one of the managers comes and agents, one of them come so that they can open the door, or even maintenance, or one of maintenance. So one of them get here, I could get in to talk to you guys because I can't I can't get in. I got my lunch. I got my little work bags. I got my purse. Somebody's looking to go to Honey. They are closed. They don't open until 11. What time is it now? Oh, girl, we got a whole 30 minutes. I cannot believe it's this nice out. I truly can't. I cannot believe it is this warm. I'm happy. I'm glad. Um, Now this is how it should be. New Year. If it's this warm for New Year's, everybody gonna be out. Everybody's gonna be out because, honey, you can wear a nice um 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 dress, sexy dress, honey. You can wear heels with your toes out the front, all of that kind of stuff. If it's like this, if it's like this, it is really great. And actually, I didn't think it was gonna get this warm because it rained cats and dogs last night. All night long, it was raining cats and dogs. The wind was blowing. It was I was hearing it hit up against the windows. It was a mess. Good morning, Tracy's World. How you doing, boo? How is your mom? How is your mom? I know you've been taking care of her and stuff, and you hadn't been on YouTube as much because you had to take care of your mom, and I know how that is. I know how it is when you got to take care of your family, and you just gotta, you gotta let this go. You gotta give it a break. I hope she's doing good. She's in my prayers, honey. The Queendom is in my prayers. Oh, she's not doing well. Oh my, I'm sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. My mom been sick, and we just found out recently that um that she doesn't have to have the surgery that she was going to have to have. She was going to have hip surgery. And then my son said, oh, did you hear? Granny said she no longer has to have the surgery. So we was happy about that. But I am so sorry to hear that. And definitely I'm going to keep you and your mom is in my heart, and definitely going to be in my prayers. We going to definitely continue to pray for them. This is what I mean when I was saying in the last video, we got to do things and we got to start sticking together. We got to start uplifting each other, and we got to start leading each other into some positive things, towards some positive things. It's just too much going on. It's just too much mess. It's just too much. I don't understand how people don't get tired of fighting every day, all day. I just don't get it. Me, myself, I get tired. I be tired just for being tired. That's just me. I be tired from being tired, honey. I be telling the kids, they be like, Mom, is we gonna do this, and today? I be like, babe, I don't even know. Sometimes I don't want to tell them no if they got their sights set on something. So I don't want to say no, but I be like, I'll let you know, because you just be so tired of working. You come home and you working, it's just, I get tired. I had to rest yesterday. Yeah, you get tired. So, and these people that's arguing every day and acting a fool, I don't know how they do it. Where you get the energy for that? Like, you don't get tired of the mess and the bullshit. I can't even when I'm sitting down watching TV, I literally, I can't sit down and watch a lot of mess, a lot of craziness. I be telling the kids when we watch some movie, they like the boys like a lot of action movies and stuff. I'll be like, not today, boys, can we watch something funny? Can we watch something? Even I'm a horror movie fanatic. I'm a horror movie fanatic. I love horror movies. Even when I'm watching them, I'm like, not today. When the kids say, Mom, you want to watch a horror movie? Because they know that's what I like. So they'll say, Ma, you want to watch a horror movie? And I'm like, no, not today. Not today. I'm going to give it a rest today. But these people go on and on and on and on and on about nothing. About nothing. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. It's craziness. But you got to get tired somewhere. At some point in time, somebody has to be tired. I like to wake up in the morning smiling. I like to go to work smiling. I like to just hang out, meet new people, whatever, smiling, feeling good. I don't like being angry, upset, depressed. I don't like going in. You know how some people go into jobs and stuff and they be like, oh, like they get an anxiety just pulling up to the place. They get an anxiety. I don't want to be like that. I love like this job here where I'm at. I like it here a lot. I do. I like it here a lot. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here because, like I said, it's through a temp agency. So when you work through temp agencies, you could be here a week, you could be there a week, you could be somewhere 2 days, 3 days, 1 day. That's just how temp agencies are. They fluctuate. When the people, they can tell me today, you know what, Gina, today's gonna be your last day. That has happened to me before. There's been places I was supposed to stay a couple of months, and they'll say, Gina, today's your last day because we hired on somebody permanently, or we no longer need the extra help that we had before. So it could change at any time. And but even through the temp agencies, that's another thing I like about the temp agencies, because you do get to switch from time to time. So if it does get to the point where you don't get along with somebody, or that place is just not working out for you, you'll go to someplace else. You'll go to another place, and it might, because I've worked at other offices where I'm like, oh honey, this is not for me. Call and my agency, and I'm like, y'all ain't got nothing else. When you say my time is up again, like I've been through that. But people that are in their job, like this is their position, they can't go anywhere else unless they're fired or they quit. It's horrible. It's horrible getting up and not wanting to go into that job, or even going home, just going home. And you really don't want to be in the house because your significant other is not acting right. They feel some type of way. You feel some type of way. And you just want to be happy in your life. You just want to be happy in your life. You just want to be content. My friend called me yesterday, and she's mourning. She's still going through mourning. A very good friend, close friend of hers, passed away, was murdered. Actually, he was murdered. He had gotten shot coming to see her. She said he was on his way to see her, and he wind up getting shot by a female. The female and they had an altercation, and they were arguing back and forth, and the girl was talking crazy. She went out to her car and grabbed a gun, came back, pointed in his face and said, yeah, now talk, whatever. And she already had violent tendencies, and she already was in a lot of trouble. Anyway, she shot him in the head. And she's a mother. The woman is a mother. She said she has 2 kids. Now this woman is going to spend the rest of her life in jail. By the time she gets out to see her children, they're going to be grown. They're going to be adults. You just threw your life away because you didn't like something somebody said. It's crazy. I'm in church right now, but I've been missing you. Thank you, Tracy. Well, honey, say a prayer for the Queendom. Say a prayer for all of us. You know I'm praying for you on this Sunday, and you in the right place. You are in the right place. I'm glad you at church. I'm glad you're at church. And hopefully it is one of them loving church. You know how some of them churches, they just love up on you. And when they know you going through something, everybody, all the parishioners just love up on you and hug you and everything. Well, us at the Queendom, we loving up on you and hugging on you right now, you and your mom. So it God gonna make a way. It's gonna get better. And even when my friend, she was like, Gina, this person she said was her soulmate, and she didn't realize how much she loved and cared for him until he's no longer here. And I was just like, tell him now, he's with you right now. And we talked for a long time. We talked for a good amount of time before I went live yesterday, last night, before we did the networking thing. And I had chatted with her, but she's really going through some stuff. And I just told her, I said, and she lives in her state. And I said to her, I wish I was there, out there. I wish I could pack up and leave. I wish you could come. I told her I wish she could come out here to where I'm at. I told her, honey, I keep a smile on your face, everything else. But sometimes when you can't do that, the closest thing that you could do is a phone call. And I told her, I said, you could call me. We could talk anytime. Just let me know I'm here for you. And that's what she needed, because she was saying, when she was talking to other people and she was telling other people, like, we had a connection and they wasn't understanding. Her friends and family and everybody else is saying, ooh, honey, he must have put it on you. Ooh, they think in that mindset. But I knew what she was talking about, because I'm into spirits and auras, and connections and stuff. So I understood what she was talking about. And I told her, I said, I understand. It's not that. Y'all had a connection. Y'all had a spiritual, a soul. She was like, yeah, Gina, that's like, you got it. She was like I could feel him. She was like, I feel him with me, right now and around. So they had a strong connection, but everybody, and it was agitating her and upsetting her, because everybody else was looking at it as something sexual. And they wasn't looking at, like, from the mind point that she was looking at, like, I got this. Have you ever had a connection with somebody, like your best friend, a good friend, or even some of you guys, your husbands, your wives or something, and it's beyond sexual. It's just that connection that you have with that person, that even when they're not with you, when something's not right. With something, like, just like with your kid or with twins. Some twins can feel when another twin is distressed or going through something. I remember when my son was in the hospital, and the doctors were saying, they didn't know if he was gonna make it, because they did all they can do, and because he had a real bad asthma attack, and they had hooked him up to the oxygen machine, and it was giving him his treatments and everything. He was in ICU. It was really, really bad. And but his twin was sad, and we finally had to bring his twin to the hospital. And the first thing he did was crawled up in the bed with him and laid down next to him and went to sleep. And that was the first time he slept like a baby since they had, came into this world together, because when they was apart and his twin had already been in the hospital for a week, he couldn't sleep. He just wasn't, you could see the sadness and everything, and he just was not feeling it. And I was like, yeah, we got to take him to the hospital and stuff, because we don't want him to be sick too. So that's how it is sometimes when you with somebody and you love them so much, or you care for them so much, and sometimes you just have a bond and a connection with them that you may not even can explain, and others, they won't understand. They don't understand, And so she's going through that now. I'm saying she's going through that now. And I'm just like, girl, I'm here for you. If you need to call me, talk to me. I don't whatever time it is or what. She was doing her shopping. She was in Walmart. She was, doing what she needed to do, and she was chatting with me. And she was like, Gina, I needed this. You understood. You understand. You understand. And some of us, we need this. When you're going through stuff, your loved one is sick, you don't know if they're gonna make it or whatever it is. Sometimes you just want a person to listen. You just want a person. You don't want them to tell you it's gonna be all right. You don't want them to tell you, honey. She was saying everybody was telling her it's gonna get better. I said, no, it's not. I said, no, it's not. I said, let me tell you something. Before anything gets better, you're going to go through a whole lot of stuff. You're going to go through a whole lot of more stresses. You're going to be dealing with a whole lot more before it ever gets better. And she said, wow, Gina, you understand. She said, because every time they was telling me it's going to get better, don't worry, it's going to get better. She said she was tired of hearing it. She was like, I don't want to hear that anymore. It's not going to get, and I was like, no, it's not. That was the first thing I said, no, because I knew. I just lost my sister, last year. I lost, my daughter, and I went through a lot. Yeah, you going through stresses. You go through all kind of stresses. You go through all kind of things. So you don't want anybody to tell you it's gonna get better. It's gonna be okay, because it's not. It's gonna get a whole lot worse. I'm still mourning. I was just telling her, girl, every time somebody calls me and they leave a message, I think about my sister, because I think about when I rushed her off the phone. You know what I'm saying? I think about that. I think about what if I talked to her a little bit longer, But there's nothing that we can do about it right now. All you can say is what if, what if, what if, but what if is never going to change. It's never going to come. So, but I understand what my friend is going through right now. And all she wants is for somebody to listen and be there. And that's what you need, Tracy. You want somebody to listen, and you want them to just be there. You don't want them to criticize. You don't want them to tell you it's going to be okay. You don't want them to say, girl, I'm here if you need me, or whatever. You just want them to just be there. Just be there. If I call you at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, just pick up the phone. Just be there. So I get it. A lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't know. I remember when my daughter-in-law, when her mother passed away, and my son, exactly, Tracy, I get it. And my son was saying, Ma, I don't know what to say. He said, I don't know what to do, because he haven't experienced that. I'm still here. And my mother is still here. So my son hadn't experienced losing his mom or grandmother. His grandfather, y'all remember, just last year, a few months ago, had passed away. So so he hadn't experienced none of that stuff. But when his kid's mom, when her mother passed away, he wanted to avoid her. His thing was, I'm going to avoid her, because he didn't know how to talk to her and handle her. And that is how some people are. Some people rather avoid you because they really don't know how to handle the situation. They don't know what to say to you. They don't know how to talk to you. They don't know if they should say, I'm sorry for your loss, or it's gonna be better. They don't know those things. So when people don't know those things, they tend to avoid you. But the person that's going through the stuff is like, I needed you. Why you ain't answer the phone? I needed you. Why you not listening and paying attention? Well, you got to understand that sometimes those people, they don't know either, especially if they never experienced it. Honey, I didn't experience so much death in my family, close friends, just a lot. And like I said, I'm so strong. So I know how it is to walk in that other person's shoes. When somebody says, because people that haven't been through it, they don't want to hear, the person that's going through it don't want to hear from the person that never been through it. I understand, because you don't understand. If you've never ever ever lost a child, you can't tell me you understand how it feels to lose a child, because you don't. You don't know what your reaction would be. You don't know how you would, what the things that you would do. You don't know what you would say. So you can't tell me that. If you've never lost a mother, you can't tell me how to act, or it's gonna be okay if you haven't lost your own mother. You can't tell me that. I could not tell my daughter-in-law, I couldn't tell her, baby, it's gonna be okay. I understand. Because I don't, because my mother's still here. Now, my father, I did lose my father, but I had a different relationship with my dad. And my daughter-in-law had a different relationship with her father. They wasn't close, but she was very close to her mother. So again, it goes back to me saying, I can't say, girl, I know what you're going through. It's going to be all right. Nope. All I can say to her, and I had to tell my son, is to say to her, I'm here for you. You can, if you need a shoulder, here it goes. If you need an ear, here it is. I'm here for you. Whatever it is if you want to scream and holler and punch something, here I am. But I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And sometimes that's all that the person needs. That's all that they want. Sometimes you just want to, have you been through something to where, and I'm pretty sure, Tracy, you going through this right now, love, where you just want to scream. You just want to scream something because you just need to get it out. You need to get the hurt, the sorrow, the anger, the depression, everything. You just want, honey, I remember one day, I remember when I was in a hotel and I was going through some stuff and I cried until I couldn't cry no more. My ear ducts couldn't drop another tear. But I wanted to scream because I was so mad. I was so mad and I was so upset, and I grabbed the pillow and I just screamed into the pillow, and the kids was like, Ma, you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm good. I'm okay. Yes, I wanted to scream so bad yesterday. I was so mad. Yep. And sometimes that is exactly what you need to do. That's what you need to do. Please thumbs up this video, you guys. 3 thumbs up. Thank you to the 3. But we got 11 people on here. We can get some more. We can get some more. Let me see what time it is. Oh, they should be pulling up any second. Now, I got at least about another 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes before somebody's pulling up to let me in, to let us in. But yeah, we go through so much stuff. And so when you stressing and you going through those stresses and you dealing with that, you just want somebody to listen. You don't always want them to solve your problem. You don't always want them to make it better, but you just want them to listen. You want to scream. You want to scream. You want to get it out. And yeah, it's hard. And let me tell you, I had to tell her. She was like, Gina, I just don't want to be here no more. I don't want to do nothing. I said, yes, you do. Stop it. I had to tell her. I said, stop it. She said, that's why I like talking to you, because we so much alike. I said, you still have a lot to live. I know you love that person. I know you care for them and everything else. I said, but look, you still have your daughter. You have your sons. You have your grandchildren. They all need you. You can't stop living because he's no longer living, because he's not coming back. He's not coming. I was that way. My daughters, I remember my oldest daughters, and then when she lost her little sister, they was like, and she still goes through a depression every time her birthday and stuff comes around. And I was like, I know I got to be here. Everybody was like, Gina, you still got other kids. You got to live for them. You got to do. I didn't want to get out of bed. I told, at one point, I was in the bed. I didn't even go to the bathroom. I wasn't eating, sleep. Now, if you ain't drinking and eating to where the point that you can't even go to the bathroom to pee, my children and them was like, we're going to call the ambulance for you. My husband at the time had called my older kids and was like, Gina is really, really depressed. She not eating anything. And finally I said, okay, I'll eat some soup. I'll eat some soup. I'll eat some ice, something. And then I finally got up, and I didn't even walk. I crawled out the bed to the bathroom. So I get it. My mom praises people that's not helping me with her. I wanted to scream. I understand. Yeah, I understand. Stay in prayer and ask God to just send you the right people, Tracy. You the right people. Hey, Lady Tears. Hi, Lady Tears. Happy New Year to you too, everybody. I pray that everybody have a blessed New Year, and God is in control. Tracy's world. God is in control. Believe me, He in control. He gonna take care of you. Hey, Kimberly Black. Good morning, love. Good morning, Miss Gina and Tracy. I appreciate this conversation. This year has really been stressful. Believe it or not, YouTube has been a big distraction for me. And it's a big distraction for a lot of people. It's a big distraction for a lot of people, Kimberly. It's a distraction for people in a good way, and it's distraction for others in a bad way. And that's why I always say, if you go click on to a content creator, and the second you listen to them, you start getting agitated, or you start go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. I even said, when you start watching content creators, start praying before you go and click on somebody's channel. Say, God, if this is the mess that they gonna have, that's gonna stress me out, Jesus, please lead me in another direction. And let me tell you something. God will have somebody else's channel pop up. He will lead you somewhere. I had people that said I popped up on their platform. They ain't never heard of me before. They don't know how they came across my channel. They're like, Miss Gina, I needed something. I'm going through something right now, and you popped up. And I was like, see, God was meant for you to come over here and listen to this conversation. It's time to reflect and leave stuff behind and take what's important. Amen. Amen. Yep. The only person, change starts with you. Know that. Change starts with you. Not with YouTube, not with your friends, not with the messy people, not with those that you like, not with those that you don't like. Change starts with you. Change starts with you. So you got to make it happen. You got to do what you got to do. When all else fails, I put it in God's hands. That's all I can do. I can't do nothing else. I could pray about it, and I put it in His hands. I'm going through things right now. I told you guys, I got three boys, 3 young men graduating at the same time. It's getting closer and closer and closer and closer to graduate. I don't have nothing. I have not bought not one thing, not one sock, not one shoe, not one nothing. You know why? Because I'm still figuring out how I'm pay all these fees. I don't have no help. Nobody's helping me. My husband ain't saying, their father not saying, oh, send half that bill over here. I got it. No, I got to pay 100% of that myself. I got you when if you got a senior graduating from high school, you already know they don't even give out prom tickets unless the fees is all paid off. Anything that's old, any fee, even if he has lost his ID. You know how they have to get a replacement ID, and sometimes the kids don't always have the money, and so they'll just put it on their thing. If they didn't pay the $2 for, let me tell you something. When my son graduated, my oldest son, he owed $2. They didn't even put his diploma. They let him walk across stage and everything else. They gave him an empty diploma. He couldn't get. It was a group of us parents, and they said you got to go to that office over there, because we opened it up like, where's the diploma? And it wasn't in there for fee. One young man, 50 cents. His family and them didn't even have the 50 cent. Honey, we was all in the same room giving each other, you need $1. It was under $5. Each of the fees were under $5. My verse of today say, God is always on time. Amen. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. God is always on time. Oh yeah, yesterday I was looking at a video over a year ago. You were sitting in the car dropping your kids off at the store. You talking about TS and some t-shirts you was selling. Yep. I tell everybody, I've been the same way. I've been the same way for years, forever. Anything it is that I can do, if it is going to help somebody else, That's what I wanted to do. I want to help, but I get stressed out too. Y'all don't know how stressed I am. I've had two kids before that graduated at the same time, and things might have been a few days apart or whatever. I've had that several times over. I got a lot of kids, and but now three. I got three. I have a senior, one graduating out of high school, and the twins, two that are graduating out of junior high and going into high school. So I have three. I have three. And what really got me, on edge is because the twins, everything has to be done together. It's not like it's days apart, like my son that's a senior, I could probably get him out the way first and then the twin stuff will come next or whatever. But the twins, it's got to be two all the time. And so I'm nervous. I'm praying. I'm like, Lord Jesus, please make a way. Father God, honey, look, let me tell you something. If I hit the lottery tomorrow, if I hit it tonight, if I win, if I come into some money today, if I come into some money the next second, you can best believe I'm going to take care of that graduation stuff. I'm going to take care of that graduation stuff first and foremost. But we have to do what we have to do. We do. I think someone is coming. I'm not seeing who's coming. I think that's a customer. Some of the people they should be pulling up. You haven't changed a good spirit. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. I tell everybody, all the time. I'm just like, I haven't changed. This is me. This has been me. If you go back and you go back years, late ago, my personality has always been the same. I've always been upbeat. I've always been kind of loud. I've always been humble. I've always been in prayer. You'll see me even 5-10 years ago, still doing the same thing, telling people I love them. I've always said I love you. And that's just how I've always been. But, a lot of people don't get that. They haven't had that. They haven't been around that. They don't get it. They do not get it. Oh, people are coming to get their packages and stuff. I don't know where these folks are, honey. They late. Where are they? That's how I live my life. Do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. There you go. There you go, LaPlaque. Yep. You do what you have to do. And I got to do what I got to do. I'm going to stay in prayer. I'm going to ask God to lead me. And I'm going to speak it into existence. The boys are going to have everything they need for their graduation. Everything from the fees paid to the clothing, the shoes, to the corsages for the girls. They're going to have everything that they need, that they are supposed to have for their graduations and for their dances. They're going to have everything. And that's how I am. I'm going to be positive about it. I'm going to smile. Look, I'm one of the happiest moms on earth. You got to be. When you have 3 young men, not 1, not 2, but 3 young men graduating. Come on now. Come on. So, we just got to do what we got to do, and we have to do better. We got to do better. I believe you had got $200 in your chat for the first time, and your kids said, Mom, you have 200. You were so excited. 200. Yes. Yep. They sure did. Hey, Yvette, good morning. Good morning. My kids is happy of everything. Anything that's positive and anything that's great that happens for me, my children they get more excited than I do. They be like, Ma, when they come and they see a super chat or Angel, sees it pops up on her phone that I got a cash app, she be like, Ma, it's $20 in the cash app, or it's $10 in the cash, Ma. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And she be so happy. And the boys be like, oh, Ma, somebody just gave you $5. They are excited. And I'm excited. And and because we're humble. We are a humble family. We are a blessed family. I don't care what nobody else say. I don't care what nobody else say. But you can look and you can see it and you can feel it. People come around me all the time. I don't have to say a word. All I do is smile. And folks say, wow, you have the most beautiful smile ever. You light up the room. I just feel the warmth. I feel your warmth. When people say all that kind of stuff, I understand what they're saying. I know what they're saying, because some people, it's like walking into a window. It's like walking into a brick wall. You be like, because you feel the tone, you feel the attitude, you feel the anger and the sadness. And who wants to be around it? Who wants to deal with any of that? Nobody. Nobody wants to deal with any of that. So it's just, it's just how it is. It's just how it is. I don't know where oh, he coming now. But guys, finally somebody's coming so I could get in. Thank you guys. I love you to life. And I shall see you. Okay? It's never goodbyes. Ta-ta for now. Mwah.